everyone, welcome to my first video of Speaker Truth podcast, and I am on here today with my two guests,
Ashley.
Aline and Andrew, and they are going to be here to answer some questions about Skyzdalimit and our show. So let's get started. Question one: how did you hear about Skyzdalimit in the first place, and why did you join?
I joined Skyzdalimit back in 2009 when Pierce was at a gateway group that I was at, a youth club, and that's whenever I started really getting into it with him.
Okay.
My mom recommended me to join Skyzdalimit back in 2014 due to my love for movies.
That's so interesting. Who was the first person you became friends with when you joined?
Ooh, that's a toughie. I think it was the original cast, so like Grania, Maeve, and all those ones.
My first best friend from Skyzdalimit happens to be Ashley McCooey here.
Lovely. What is your favourite friendship or like duo in Skyzdalimit?
Ooh, I have quite a few. I have friggin', I'm just gonna say all of them. Chantel, Pearl, Megan, Maeve, Andrew, and that would be the main ones.
The main ones.
For me personally, when it comes to the romantic scenes in any of the shows for Skyzdalimit, I hope that I will share a love scene with Aisling here. But for the purposes of comedy, I like to do a bit of comedy with my old friend Vincent Reid.
Yes, lovely. What was your first impression of each other when you first met?
Quiet boy, but also his eyes always stood out to me.
Crazy Ash, but the sound of the voice and the way she laughs is music to my ears.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, what is the scariest part of acting?
Scariest part of acting? I'd say before a show. Other than that, nothing else is really that scary.
Yeah.
Rehearsals going crazy and everyone watching you, hoping that you don't screw up a performance.
That can be stressful. Okay, what was your favourite song from Love Me, Love Me Not?
Ooh. I would say I really enjoyed Maeve and Keenan doing Breaking Free.
Yeah, that was good.
My favourite scene is whenever I share a scene with Aisling, and especially the part when we did It's Hard to Believe during a rehearsal.
That was so cute. Love that. What was your favourite dance from Love Me, Love Me Not? / High School Musical?
I'd say I like Stick to the Status Quo.
I had a feeling you were going to say that one.
And for me personally, it's Footloose.
Yeah. There you are. What was your favourite costume out of any of the shows we did?
Oh. I'd say Letty, the bearded lady from the
showman. Yeah.
The circus.
That's a 4.
And for me, it's Donkey from Shrek the Musical and Scar from The Lion King as a tie.
That's unreal. What is your favourite show we've done so far? Why? Like, of all of them, what was your favourite?
I would say, personally, my favourite show was The Circus because I got to play a character that I thought was strong. Yes, she might have had a beard, but she was determined to show people what it was like to be different.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Well, first of all, I love High School Musical because I get to do a scene with all of my scenes is with Aisling.
Yeah.
And Shrek the Musical is the pinpoint of my career as Donkey because everyone said I literally stole the show as Donkey. And I do enjoy being a baddie in The Lion King. And for The Greatest Showman, it was fun to play Troy because we get to travel to places like Belfast and Dublin.
That sounds amazing. Okay, this one's kind of just similar, but what is your favourite part about doing the shows?
My favorite part about doing the shows, I think, is the singing, but also the crack with your friends that you
Yeah.
have.
My favorite part, whenever we finish the show, we always get a great big round of applause as helps to boost up your confidence,
That is the best
and
part.
it pinpoints and highlights the achievements that you performed for everyone.
That is very true. Why did you want to be a performer?
The reason I wanted to be a performer was because I was always fascinated by my favourite singers, like boy bands and that, and what they done. So I always had that phase of wanting to be a star.
For me, I always love being an entertainer because you get to make people laugh, you get to make people cry, and you get to make everyone just basically think.
So true. If you got to pick what the next show would be, what would you pick and why?
Probably a homemade one because it would be fun
Yeah.
to do.
I'm easygoing. And whatever the director wants us to do, I'll just get on with it and give him a show to remember.
Exactly. What has been your most memorable moment in Skyzdalimit?
I'd say the most memorable moment is when we travelled to Belfast and Dublin because it gave us a different experience of different theatres.
And for me, I always enjoy doing a bit of comedy with Vincent and a bit of romance with Aisling.
So sweet. Okay, if you remember Skyzdalimit, what can you tell us about your character in the upcoming show, if you can say?
I think my character's quite eccentric, and I think she's quite not in your face or anything, but like she's very outgoing and loving, but she's also very set on her ways of what music she likes and that.
My character is quiet, cool, and he has mixed feelings for the female protagonist in the show.
That's so interesting. Okay. What has been your favourite line in High School Musical?
Ooh, crap. Let's see.
You have a few favourites of mine, I mean.
I have quite a few favorites, but I can't remember the exact line. I think I like the one where Kelsey had to trip over the piano because Sharpay was wanting her way in the show.
Yeah. I mean, that's Kelsey. She's...
Well, for me, after my character and Ashley's character did a rehearsal for High School Musical, she was all enthusiastic about doing the show, but my character's all like, "What?" And that was before Megan's character shouted, "Call back!"
Yes, I remember that scene. What is your dream role you would want to play and why?
Dream role. I think my dream role, if it was from musicals, it would probably either be Hamilton or Wicked, either the Wicked Witch or Glinda. Those are the ones really for me.
Well, an example of such a question could be like the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Yes. What has been your favourite role to play so far? Out of all the shows you've done, what's been your favourite role to play?
Probably Nala from The Lion King, just because she was always giving Simba a good go to get into trouble.
Mine would be Donkey from Shrek the Musical because he's like the real star of the show and always the one with a good crack.
Yeah, What helps you calm down before performing?
Pre-show skips and just being crazy for me.
Realizing and understanding the fact that not everyone among the audience is going to have a script, so they will know what to expect in the show.
Exactly. What's 3 tips that you can help? What's 3 tips that help with your acting?
Breathe.
Okay.
If you mess up, just get back up and have a laugh because the audience doesn't really know the script.
Yeah.
And also pre-show skips or meditation before going on to keep you calm.
Well, my advice is just basically watch movies and see how the actors perform so you can be inspired by whatever they do on the big screen for your whatever upcoming show that you're planning to do on stage.
That's such a good one because I do that exact same thing. Who is your acting idol? Who do you look? What actor do you look up to that you want to be like? If you have one.
I do have one, but it's a male one.
That's okay.
And it would be Hugh Jackman because during The Greatest Showman, she wasn't supposed to sing because he had a skin cancer on his nose, but he broke doctor's orders and he sang the song anyway during rehearsals, which really stood out to me.
That sounds amazing.
I'm basically old school, and for me personally, I took inspiration from Anthony Hopkins in The Silence of the Lambs and Tim Curry in It, because the way Anthony Hopkins performed Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs and the way Tim Curry performed Pennywise in the miniseries It inspired me to be a performer.
That's such a good answer. What is your favorite thing to do backstage?
I think my favorite thing to do backstage is whenever I'm helping do the boys' foundation and the boys are always running away from me because they know I'm coming to get them to put foundation on, which always makes me laugh. So that's my favorite thing.
That's funny to watch.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
That's good. What is your process for getting ready for the show?
I'd say my process is pretty simple. Is whenever we get in after we've met, or if we've all met up before, is run lines for about 15 to 10 minutes. Then we go and do our hair, makeup, and then we go and run and do our mics and get in and then do our pre-show routine before going on.
The main process before showtime is having Aisling put on my foundation before showtime.
How long have you been in Skyzdalimit for?
2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Would that be 17 years?
That's a long time.
I've been in the show for 12 years, and I'm still running.
That's a long time. What is your morning routine? Do you want to show that?
My morning routine during the show day is get up, have a cup of tea, and then later on in the evening before the show, I will have a drink of honey and lemon just to get my vocals ready for showtime, or herbal tea.
That actually works.
I get up, eat, drink, pack up my props and my costumes, and go over the lines before I do a show at the Stool Arts Centre or any venue.
Okay. If you had to describe Skyzdalimit in one word, what would it be? Like describing like the place and like the cast and the environment.
In one word, I would say glamorous, but also chaotic sometimes.
It's only chaotic, you know, hustles.
Epic.
Epic, that's great. What song reminds you of Sky's the Limit?
Ooh.
What song would play and you'd be like, that reminds me of Sky's the Limit?
Ooh, that's a toughie. But I would say probably from one of my favorite bands that would make me think of is No Matter What, because it says don't give up on your dreams. That's what I take from the song anyway.
Well, for me personally, it's for either From Now On or This Is Me from The Greatest Showman,
They're two
which
good-
is like puts the heart and soul into Sky's the Limit.
They're good ones. They're good choices. Do you have any favourite behind the scene moments from the shows?
When Pearl fell into a jug and the water spilled out. Sorry, Pearl!
Well, during the rehearsal for a bit of ABBA and a bit of Mamma Mia, I slipped on Grania's phone and fell on my bum.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
If you could play any other character in High School Musical besides from the one that you are playing, what would it be?
I probably would have went for Sharpay again because I just like her character and the way she goes on.
I would be Coach Bolton from High School Musical.
I would love to see that. What's a role you would be surprised to hear you audition for? What's a role like you would audition for that we would be surprised to hear that you auditioned for?
If we were doing any of the musicals and if we were doing Anastasia, you would probably be
Anastasia.
you probably would be shocked if I went for the Queen in Anastasia or the wee bat because I love that character.
In relation to musicals, I would be literally surprised if I got cast as the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz or Dr. Frankenfurter, who was a transvestite in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Have you ever took home any props after the show ended?
I can't really say if I have or not.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't recall doing any of that stuff.
Okay. If there was a celebrity if a celebrity got to be in one of our shows, who would you want it to be and why?
Oh, this is a toughie because the one I would have really loved to have been in a show with would have been the late Stephen Gately, but a close second would probably be Mark Feely from Westlife or either Keith Duffy.
I would be surprised if someone from Hollywood or from the Royal Shakespearean Company saw us and hired some of us to be on their shows or movies.
That'd be class. Okay. Now moving on to the upcoming show. What is your favourite dance in our new show and why?
Ooh, that's a toughie because I've been off sick for a while, so
Oh yeah.
I only know some of them. But if I had to choose, I would say the Queen one, Don't Stop Me Now.
And I think for me, it'll be something like Living the Vida Loca by Ricky Martin.
Yes. What is your favourite song in our new show, if you can say?
Okay, it's probably the one at the start, World of Our Own by Westlife.
Okay.
And for me, it would probably be something like Walking on Sunshine.
Yeah. This is a pretty hard question. Oh wait. What are you most looking forward to in the new show?
I am looking forward to the crack with the scene of the two ants because it'll be a good laugh, I think.
Yeah.
And for me, it'll be a great big round of applause on the night of the premiere of our show.
Okay. If you had to change something about Skyzdalimit, what would it be and why? If you don't have nothing to change, that's okay.
I don't think I have anything that I would really change.
I like things the way they are.
Fair enough. If the cast of Skyzdalimit went to do a tour, what would be the first thing you would do, and who would you tell first?
If we had to do a tour, I probably would tell my family first,
Yeah.
because to me, family is the first thing I would think of to say. But also, I would probably go and phone my friends and say, we're touring, what do you think?
Well, for me, I would talk to my parents about it, and then my siblings, and then to my friends.
If you had to change something about your character, what would it be?
Ooh. Well, my character is addicted to energy drinks, so I think I wouldn't really change that because I like energy drinks. So, but maybe her love for music and always wanting to be the one that plays the music and nobody else gets a choice.
Dibs. Colin Dibs on music.
Well, my character is cool and quiet, but I think it'll be even brilliant if you get into mischief.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting. What's the biggest advice someone's ever give you?
Be confident, be yourself, and if you fall, don't worry about it, just get back up and move forward.
That's good advice.
Keep laughing, keep dancing, and keep smiling, as something that the late Piers McCluskey would say.
Good advice. What is the biggest thing that Skyzdalimit has ever helped you with?
My confidence for singing, that's what the late Pierce did, because I always sing into myself and he says, you've got a lovely voice, sing out and be that person and keep singing and always smiling.
Piers expected me to give it all whenever I was like Donkey from Shrek the Musical or Scar from The Lion King, and the applause that we all got after every show was to die for.
Yes. What is the most important thing you've learned so far?
Ooh, most important thing, be confident and just be yourself.
Teamwork. With solo, it can be achievable, but with teamwork, anything is possible.
That's great. What kind of characters would you find yourself wanting to play in the future? From any musical?
Just anything really. I'll take any role depending on what the show is, because I think all the other roles are quite class.
A variety of different roles, whether it's the protagonist, the sidekick, the baddie, or even a minor character.
If you got to add a song of your choice in a new show, what would it be and why?
Ooh. When the boys in the cover of When the Going Gets Tough, because I think it's quite funny that when things are tough, you would do anything to move forward and keep going, even if it meant fighting for what was right.
Well, for me, it'll be something like On the Road Again by Willie Nelson, as sort of like a sing-along on the bus.
It's great answers. What has been your favorite experience from doing these shows?
Just the laugh and the crack and everyone getting on and also bonding well and sort of gelling as a one instead of everyone solo.
The applause and getting praised for every performance that we do in the show.
That is the best part. This one is very exciting. If Sky's the Limit made a movie and we were all in it, what would it be about?
I'm not really sure what it would be about if we had to make a movie because I don't know what way the movie would really go and what it would be with. It's hard to envision what it would be like.
What would you want it to be about?
I think just mostly about friendship and the close bond everyone's getting.
Well, it's a choice about the history of Sky's the Limit or some wacky adventure.
Yep. What is Sky's the Limit mostly about?
It's about giving people with a learning disability slash autism slash other physical needs like people with wheelchairs a chance to stand out and show the person they are, which I think is a really big thing and it's wonderful to see.
Sky's the Limit helps to paint a positive image of what anyone with Asperger's or dyslexia or anyone who has Down syndrome or whoever's on a wheelchair an opportunity to shine in the entertainment industry.
That sounds amazing. What do we all do on a day off before the show?
Chill out, watch TV, read a book, or just go over lines and relax basically.
We eat, we laugh, and we rehearse.
How did you meet Pierce?
As I said before, I met Pierce at a youth club that I was at, and he came in to sing a few songs, and that's how Sky's the Limit sort of came about and started back in 2009 2010 era, which was great.
I first met Pierce back in 2014 when I first joined Sky's the Limit, and that was a week before we did Disability Pride up in Belfast for the Blues Brothers. And he's been like a father-like substitute for all of us ever since.
Yes. What kind of classes do you enjoy most? Like, do you enjoy the dancing, the acting, or the singing the most?
I think for me personally, I like a bit of dancing and I like a bit of singing.
I always loved a bit of dancing because physical exercise is good not only for one's physical health but also for one's mental health.
Very important. How did you react when you found out your role?
I was happy about my role and I loved that the character I'm playing is a bit like me, so it's great.
I'm easygoing, and whatever the director offers me, I'll just go along with it and take it as it comes.
Yeah. In the new show, what is your character's main obsession?
Monster and her favourite is probably democracy, saying that it's not important. It's just that it's dead and doesn't need to be done.
Just one person, Aoife.
Is there anything you find challenging about your character?
No, not really. I don't find my character challenging. I like her.
Well, my character has sort of mixed feelings for Aoife, with her being away to London and they haven't been in touch with each other.
What do you do in 5 minutes before going on stage?
Pre-show skips.
One word.
Bathroom breaks.
Okay. What is the best and worst part about acting?
Ah, I don't think there's any really best parts. I think all of it's a great experience.
In relation to acting, you can make people laugh, you can make people cry, and you put them in a world of suspense, and the audience hasn't got a clue about what's going to happen next. Always be full of surprises.
That's great. What do you do whenever you're not doing theatre? Like in your normal life when you're not doing shows? What do you do?
Playing games, watching shows, and reading a good book.
Watching movies, listening to music, play games, and eat.
What advice would you give someone who wants to be an actor?
Follow your dreams and keep moving forward with them.
Do your best, give it all, and keep smiling.
That's a great advice. Okay, do you think your character has a secret talent?
Not really. I don't know. Never really thought about it.
I don't think so, but it'll be nice if you became more lovey-dovey and romantic with Aoife.
Yeah. How is your character like you, and how are they different?
Well, my character's like me because she likes to play her own music and she also likes energy drinks and she's also a bit shy but also out there if she needs to be and says what's needed to be said and she's not afraid to have a debate with someone if it's needed in a good way.
Quiet, cool, and does his best to play the romantic lead.
What are you most excited about in the show? Like what scene are you most looking forward to doing?
The thing I'm most looking forward to doing is probably the one where Sean and is being quiet and he hasn't put his camera down.
I think I'm looking forward to the whole Walking on Sunshine dance sequence.
That's great. What is the biggest challenge you face during rehearsals? If you have one.
The biggest fear is probably falling off the stage or falling on stage.
The biggest fear is knowing what to do or what the director expects you to do in a show.
Yeah. Have a favorite part about the show at all, like the script or anything?
Probably the part where Craig and Maria have to have a few lines that are funny to me.
Basically, the romance and the drama between my character and Megan's character in the show just to add drama.
What is your favorite line in your new show?
Democracy is dead, Neve.
Yes, just friends.
Do you have a favorite thing about your character that you like?
Rebel. Like rebel as in she's not afraid to speak out.
Okay, that's what speak the truth. We like some confidence.
Playing it cool.
How do you prepare for a new role? Do you have a routine to prepare for a new role?
I just read through the character and just get to know the role as it comes. I don't do anything like writing or that about the character. I just focus on the lines and what the character could be about.
My method of acting is watching the movies and taking inspiration about the facial expressions, the body languages, and what they do on the big screen.
How do you describe the chemistry with the other cast members?
Uh, I think it's good, stressful because they haven't seen each other in a while,
Yeah.
but their friendship slowly comes back to where it was.
We all get along like a house on fire.
Do you have any special talents like voice acting or rapping?
Probably singing annoying songs. That's
You're really good at that.
That's what finds
You're
us.
really good at that. I've seen it.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Voice acting, a voice. What is your most challenging role that you've done or had to do?
Probably Kelsey from The Greatest Showman, aka the circus, because I had to learn the high note for This Is Me, which I got through.
For me, it's wearing a donkey outfit in Shrek the Musical because we're doing Shrek the Musical in the middle of a heat wave, and I always said that it feels like an oven at the Stuart Arts Centre. But I got through it, alright?
It does. What is the new show about? Can you tell us?
I'm not really sure that we can say what it's about, but it will be a great show.
It will be.
The show is basically about a group of friends who travel from the north to the south for a wedding and learning how to get along with each other and knowing each other's differences.
And last question, what is the name of our new show?
The name of the show is Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast.
And that is it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Come and see the show. Somewhere between the 20th of June or the 26th of June.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you and good night.